Welcome to the Sportz Phenz.
Welcome to the Sportz Phenz Show. The show where, just like you, we can't get enough sports.
The 47-year wait is over! And the Nuggets win it! Wilson throwing, it's up for grabs, it is caught for the touchdown! And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50. And the Avalanche are 2022 Stanley Cup champions! And a shot into the back of the net for Diego Rubio!
Now here's your hosts, Arthur Knight and Larry Perkins.
Nothing Rapids. They are champions.
Yay. What's good? Welcome to the Sportz Phenz Show. I am Arthur Knight, and with me, as always, Mr. Larry Perkins.
Yes, sir.
What up, LP?
Hey.
So I know you're excited right now. Like this man came in with his Laker purple on just to throw it in our face. I'm always wearing Nugget stuff, but he came in with the Laker purple, the Kobe, the Mamba of all jerseys. And I would be excited too. But let me get this promo in before this man bursts.
I don't know.
We're coming.
I mean, it was bigger news than being here. That's for sure.
We're coming to you live from Sohai Cafe, 4300 West Alameda. Come on by, say what's up to Vinny. Tell him that the Sportz Phenz sent you. Get you some brisket, get you some burn ends, get you some wings, and don't forget the home style mac and cheese. 4300 West Alameda, Sohai Cafe. All right, Larry. He's he's about to burst at the seams, ladies and gentlemen. Luka Doncic has been traded, which I never thought would happen. I never thought. Man. Well, let me put it this way. I was telling people like he would never leave, and he didn't leave.
No,
he didn't leave. He was traded.
Right. He didn't want to leave. Well, he never knew.
I think Anthony Davis was traded out of spite though, because he said he wanted to play power forward, and they were like, "All right, we'll move you to somewhere else where they don't have a center."
Well, the thing is, JJ Redick offense do not want to have 2 7-footers. You know what I'm saying? No.
Nah.
So you either play the 5 or
you can go to Dallas.
All right.
Because that's basically what they said.
No state tax, baby.
Hey, look, I don't know how it's going to work in LA with Doncic, and LeBron. I mean, Luka made it happen with Kyrie. He figured out a way with 2 ball dominant players. They figured out a way to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
And people
or to the finals. Didn't they? They made it to the finals last year.
They made it to the finals and lost to the Celtics.
Yeah.
And we was talking about that because I was rooting for them to, of course, beat the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Remember, we was talking about that, and Kyrie didn't show up. Luka was the only one.
Typically, Kyrie doesn't show up in the most key of times.
Well,
that's like his MO.
Well, Luka,
with the exception of when he won with
Luka
LeBron.
Averaged 30 points in that series against the Celtics. Mm-hmm. He carried them, but he couldn't do it alone.
Well, that's why they brought Kyrie in, is because he couldn't do it alone. And he's not going to be able to do it alone in LA either. And he's not going to have to, really, with the way LeBron's playing. The only issue I have with this is, or not issue, excuse me, the only concern, and I'm not even really concerned because I have no dog in the fight, but if I was LA fan or LA franchise, my biggest concern would be his health. And will he be able to Luka's very smart player, very intuitive.
This is 6th year, yeah.
Yeah, and he's been playing basketball his entire life.
Right.
So it's not like he doesn't know the game. But coming in and just having a feel for your teammates and knowing how to play with them is a whole different animal. It's a different animal.
Right.
And he's coming in halfway through the season. And he's been injured almost this entire season, so much so that he's ineligible for the max contract coming next year.
Right.
Because, he does have a player option. He's contracted through the rest of this year. So I'm guessing LA is hoping that they can re-sign him or he'll pick up his player option and stay in
his
LA.
Option, he got a couple of more years left, though, on his deal.
Nah, when I checked last night, let me double check. It said he is through the 25-26 season.
Oh, no.
Okay, let me
yeah.
look.
Yeah, he said. But yeah, this is a generational talent. I mean, when you sent me that text, I was like, yeah, right. Stop freaking trolling me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, I'm not that cold. I'm not that cruel. I sent you an article. It's not something like I texted and said, hey, Luka to L.A. That's torturing. I sent you a bona fide article.
What I really thought was maybe it was like a scenario. You know, it was a trade scenario. I was like, man, I see all these all the time.
Nah, that was a bona fide article.
And it was a bona fide trade. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm just like, I'm still, you know, in cloud. I would say cloud nine. I mean, I should be used to this being a Laker fan as far as like big blockbuster trades. But this is really up there. I mean, this is up there with the 96 Kobe, you know, rookie trade with Vlade. I mean, it's up there with the 1975 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar trade, all that good stuff.
Okay. So I got his contract up. Okay, so you're right. He has one more year.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have 2 years, though.
No, one.
He's got 1 year, so next year.
Right.
So he's got the end of this year, next year, and then his player option for 26-27. But, man, that's a 45. You know, they're going into the apron, the second apron, right? The L.A. They're going to be – and they won't be able to – he can't even sign a max deal. So I'm thinking that's why L.A. that's kind of smart right there. That's kind of smart right there because he can't sign a max deal based upon all of his injuries. And he would have to – but then he also becomes an unrestricted free agent if he doesn't pick up that option, man.
Right.
So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to work with LeBron and Luka.
Yeah, because at first, that was the first thing that came to my mind was, you know, how he was going to take it because you know how I feel about the whole situation. Mm-hmm. I'm like, whatever, trade them all. You know what I'm saying?
$45 million luxury tax and apron salary. Almost $46 million.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Like that with LeBron's, like the Lakers are not going to be able to sign anybody else. That's the real downside. That's the real downside to this is going into that second apron. You remember we read last year what that means for your team, right? They're kind of locked.
It's like total death. I don't like me. I'm sorry. I don't like me. Excuse me for mentioning that word. But it's the worst of the worst. You can't do anything under the second apron as a franchise.
Yeah, now that they've made this trade and he's now, you know, once they actually sign him, they will not be able to make any more moves. Like really, they're stuck. This is a full tilt all in. Like the Lakers literally just pushed all of their chips into the middle of the table.
I don't know why, because they're
like, we're all in on Luka.
I mean, this is a move I see for the future.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Here's the upside: is Luka's still relatively young
at 25.
He could replace that LeBron James because LeBron's on his last legs.
That's right.
So they're signing for the future. You know, you got a point there. And yeah, he's 25 years old and he's 6 years in the league. So that's a pretty good sign. Like I said, the only downside is his health. Can Luka stay healthy long enough? Excuse me. We already know he can't carry the team, though. So once LeBron is gone, what are the pieces that you're going to put around Luka?
If you get him some pieces, he is a franchise player. He can carry. He carried that team to the finals last year. You know?
No. He carried the team in the finals. Him, they were both good. Like Kyrie was really good in the first and second round. And then Luka kind of stepped in the...
And Kyrie didn't show up.
I mean, some could say Luka didn't show up in the first two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they played off of each other well. It just didn't work out last year. I don't even know why Dallas felt like trading the face of their franchise was the thing to do. I don't feel like... if what's his name was
something more,
like Luka had to have wanted out. In my opinion, like why would you trade the face of your? That's like the Lakers trading LeBron or the Nuggets trading Joker. That just like whoa, wait, what? Like what? You traded
Could you
who?
just imagine?
I understand why the Lakers traded AD. I mean, as petty and spiteful as that is, Lakers. I understand. Like he's being whiny. He's you know.
But the thing is, he has no cause to be.
Well, and he hasn't lived up to his contract. You know what I'm saying?
He has
like,
not.
He hasn't lived up to it.
You know, touching him, watching him break apart. I mean, it's.
I mean, you breathe. He's a China doll, man. I've always called that dude. Even when he was in New Orleans, he's a China doll. You breathe in his general direction, and something is fractured. And I don't mean that in really disrespectful. I really don't. I know it sounds that way, but I really don't. It's just that I'm just being honest. The man has not played a complete season in his entire career.
Nope. The most he played was 79 games.
And that was like his first or second year, right?
Right.
Like when he was young and youthful, those days are gone.
Yeah, he's 32. He's in his, I don't even know, like 13 years.
Yeah, man.
13. Yeah. So
he's been in the league for a minute.
Almost 14, I think.
So I understand why they traded AD. I even understand why Dallas wanted him, right? What I still don't understand is why Dallas would give up Luka as opposed to Kyrie
for one first-round pick and an AD.
Yeah,
you know how many people probably, if he would have put Doncic on the trade market, you know, teams probably would have been willing to give up 3 to 4 first round.
Yeah. I mean, there would have been teams.
There
would have been teams. I know Denver would have, if we had the trade value. We don't, but if they did, I guarantee you Denver would have given more than what the Lakers gave. I don't understand what friction was there between Doncic and Dallas.
That is crazy. I mean, like, this was like a really late midnight bedroom conference call.
For real, this is like Thief in the Night stuff.
I mean,
like,
Nico Harrison called up, "Hey, Rob.
Is this a cartel party?
Hey, Rob, you want to trade?"
They snuck AD across the border, like smuggled him into Dallas.
Who did?
Or you could say they smuggled Luka into LA. How they made that deal, I mean, that's smooth talking. Dallas got bamboozled.
Man.
I mean, it remains to be seen, I should say. Because to be honest, Doncic is injured all the time. He is injured all the time.
The last couple of years, yeah. So,
and he's only 25, but he's always injured.
You know, he like AD really should take, you know, to LeBron's regiment.
It is going to be weird to see him in Laker purple, though. It is going to be weird.
I already ordered my jersey, so.
You already ordered your jersey?
Yeah, 77, baby. I already told Vinny. I already got that.
Oh, my God. You didn't get a LeBron?
I do have one.
Do you have a LeBron? Why aren't you wearing LeBron today? Why are you wearing Kobe?
Because, man.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Rob Pelinka, man, he had that Mamba mentality. He made that's Kobe's agent, you know, ex-agent. So
Blowies for Kobe. Blowies for Kobe.
What does that say? Does that say blowies for Kobe?
Glowies.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are we playing on the
glowy?
Okay, that's better.
I think this is the most. This is the most impactful. I don't know what you think, but me personally, I think this is the most impactful trade.
It's a big move
in NBA history.
It's a big move. I don't know about NBA history. We'll see. That still remains to be seen. See, you can't say that. You can't say that because you don't know what's going to happen. I remember a lot of people were saying when they had that Nash team, you know, the Nash team, when they were signing everybody and they mama, they signed the mailman. Who else did they have on that team? I know you know.
Oh, you talking about the Lakers?
No, I'm talking about the Seattle Supersonics. Yes, I'm talking about the Lakers.
I know you're talking about the Lakers, bro. No, you talking about the 2012 team or the 2004 team?
I'm talking about the team. I'm talking about the two teams where they attempted to gather all of these all-stars.
These old stars?
Well, I mean, but they did.
You talking about the Gary Payton, Karl Malone 04, or the Dwight Howard and Steve Nash 2000?
Both of them.
Both crashed and burned.
Yes. And this could be one of those things, or it could boost the Lakers to, you know, jump to the head of the line.
This is for next year and beyond. You know.
We'll see what it does this year. I don't even think Luka's going to play too much in purple this year. Honestly,
Well,
just his injury.
They say he should be back on the 8th of February.
Right. Like right before the All-Star break, which is not going to be it's not going to be very good for continuity of your team for him to come back, what is it, 8 days from now? 7 days, 6 days, or whatever it is from now. How many games are going to be played between now and then? How many games is he going to play? Are they going to have him come off the bench until he's fully healthy? Are they going to insert him right into the starting lineup? What's going to happen? Do we know? We don't know. So, but it is a big trade. It's a huge trade. I don't know if it's going to go down as the greatest trade.
I mean, there was some great trades, but right now this is just, premature.
If it helps them win a championship, even whether this year or next, then it will go down as one of the greatest. If not,
we got to get at least 2 out.
If they get, let me finish. If they get one, either this year or next year, it'll go down as a great trade. Yeah. If they win 2 rings with LeBron and him on the roster, then it'll go down as the greatest trade. Period. Because that gets LeBron 2 more rings, right? That ties him up, if not gets him over past MJ, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm just amazed what we get. I mean, I know, he's a generational talent in AD, but other than that, a first-round pick, that's it. We still maintain our players. All right, we gave up Max Christie, but I'm just saying for the players that we wanted.
That's a solid role player. Max Christie's a solid role player.
Yeah, he is. I apologize.
I mean, he's nothing to sneeze at.
I know. I did snip.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good player.
I'll give up.
He's not a superstar by any means, but he's a good player. He's a solid role player.
But the thing is to maintain Rui and Austin and Dalton.
Oh yeah, to maintain your core.
Yeah.
You only got rid of one piece of your core to get him, and now he's a piece of your core, right?
Right. So, I think that's great. Now. They said the Lakers I don't see it because they said the Lakers aren't finished with trade because they have to get a big now.
What are they?
They have to.
What are they going to do though? They don't have any. What else do they have? What else do they have without trading away some of their core?
They're going to have to trade. I mean,
that means some of your boys you just mentioned are going to have to be traded.
Yes,
that's what that means.
Yes.
Who are you willing to give up? And who are you willing to give up to get who?
I won't.
Because I asked you this last week.
Right.
You keep pushing for this big man. They need to get a big man. But you just said yourself that a true center doesn't really fit in J.J. Redick's.
No, two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
He didn't want Anthony Davis at the power forward.
Right.
And LeBron history, he can't play the 3 no more. LeBron has to play the 4. He's a point forward.
Yeah.
But
who are you giving up?
Oh man, I have to because we still have that. We still have a number 1 pick because we had 2. We gave up 1, so we still have 1. Basically, anybody but I guess LeBron and Luka. You know what I'm saying? Because we need.
Well, it ain't gonna be LeBron and Luka. I'm asking you a very direct question. So, yeah, but who are you truly giving up, and who's gonna take them for a big man?
Well,
who are you trying to get? Who are you trying to get?
It was rumors going around Utah. The asking price for Utah was Austin Reeves, and that was the deal breaker, right? Lakers we're not coming off of Austin for what's his name? Kessler, the center. The 7-footer from Utah. Now, since this Luka thing, this trade, I'm thinking the Lakers, and plus remember the Lakers, the Utah Jazz was the 3rd team in this 3-10.
Yeah, but who are Utah offering? Who are they offering?
Kessler, their center. The Lakers was interested in their center. I don't know his first name.
Okay.
Kessler.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a decent rim protector. He'd be good next to AD, but he's not here. So, as a main low post threat option for the Lakers, I don't know because if they traded him prior to the trade with Anthony Davis, I can see that because Anthony Davis would be the primary low post You know what I'm saying? But since Davis is not here, and if they traded for him, I don't think Walter Kessler.
You still haven't answered my question. Like, who are you? Like, are you trading for like a Miles Turner? Who are you trading for?
I'm trading for Utah center Walter Kessler.
Kessler.
Yes.
That's your piece?
Are you okay?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Yes, him.
The 16th best center in the league. That's who we're trading for. And you said you're trading who for who?
That's a really.
You're trading who for him?
I guess Rui, a pick, and probably Shafino's gone. Rui a pick, and I wouldn't give up Austin and Rui and a pick for him.
Yeah, I don't think Utah's taking that, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see because Utah has been on this fire sale trying to get rid of a whole bunch of their players, but, bro, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I see y'all getting a Valanciunas.
That wouldn't be that bad. We have to. We need rim protection. We have.
Yeah,
only
Valanciunas is not a rim protector. Walker Kessler's not much of a rim protector neither. Let me check his stats when it comes to.
I mean, because right now we just pulling. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking throughout the league as far as bigs that's available right now. You know, via trade. You know, and like I said, Jonas. I don't know. You know, I mean,
he's not a rim protector. I'll give you that. I really will. But let's see what Walker Kessler is.
Jakob Portal from
that's
Toronto.
not really a rim protector either.
Yeah. See, so I mean,
yeah, this dude averages Kessler, who you were just talking about, only averages about a block a game. So he's not really a rim protector. I mean, he does block shots, but I think even Jokic blocks one a game, and he's not a shot blocker or a rim protector at all either.
Exactly. I don't know if you want to. I hate saying it though, but
he is a presence at 7 foot, man. That gives you a presence. He does play well in the low block. I'll give you that. He only averages 10.9 points or 11 points a game. But what he would bring to the Lakers is that 11.4 rebound. And he can pass the ball too. He's 1.5 in assists. So he can pass the ball for a big man a little bit.
I mean, Milwaukee, they put Brook Lopez, not his brother Robin. They put Brook Lopez out there. So I mean,
but Brook Lopez can spread the floor. He can shoot the three.
But he's not rim protected.
I mean, I'll look him up, but I'm pretty sure he averages probably about 2 blocks a game, maybe a little more. But this dude he doesn't spread the floor. Kessler doesn't really spread the floor for you. He's only a 33.3% 3-point shooter this year, so he's gotten better though. His career, he's 25%. But his field goal percentage around the rim, though, is 72.2%. So you get him the ball anywhere in that low paint area,
right?
He's going to score the ball. And the Lakers do kind of need that. They really do. They don't need it like early and often because you do have Luka and you do have LeBron. But that would take a lot of pressure off of LeBron having to get all of them double-doubles and stuff and having to go after the rebounds all the time. Yep. If you've got a guy that's got 11.4 rebounds on average a game and he's 7 foot tall, you're going to have a lot of fast break off of defensive rebounds.
I know.
Not to mention you might get a little bit of offensive rebounds and create extra offensive possessions for your team.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't want you to laugh at me, but the Lakers have been considering bringing back Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard's a chump. He keeps talking smack like he would shut down Jokic in his prime. And I'm like, dude, you would foul out just like you did in 2020. Like, he didn't shut down Jokic. All he did was just kept hacking him and pushing and fouling. And, they had 2 centers at that time that could do that. And they both had about 4 fouls each game. That's not stopping Jokic. That's
just slowing him down.
Slowing him down. I mean, what you got to do, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do, especially
to any stars like Curry or LeBron or Jokic or, KD. You can't stop them. SGA. You literally cannot stop them, but you try to slow them down. But he said he could stop Jokic. He could shut Jokic down.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's tripping.
I don't know about that.
Interesting.
And they could sign him if they want. But this dude has been out of basketball now for 3 years.
Right.
All he's
NBA
gonna do is
right.
come in and just hack people. That's all he can do at this point.
Dang.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm just wondering how much, because you know it's going to be heat, directed towards LeBron James.
What about DeAndre Ayton?
DeAndre Ayton in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Is he available?
I mean, anybody's available.
I know. We just seen that last night.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Like, apparently anybody's available.
We just seen that last night. Shoot.
There is no loyalty in the NBA, my dude. No loyalty. Not on the player side, not on the franchises. There's no loyalty, my guy.
I know.
Because like Miles Turner, Jared Allen, none of
Miles
those
Turner,
guys.
No.
They're not going to be available, but
Nah.
because the Pacers are actually doing fairly well, and Miles
Yeah,
Turner's
they not.
playing really well.
They're not. Miles Turner, ooh, man.
He's getting 18 a game this year.
I remember a couple of years ago they tried to make that deal. It was the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Lakers and the Pacers, and they wanted too much initially for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner from Indiana, and then right before they made the trade for Russell Westbrook with the Wizards, they came back with something on the table, and then I was like, man, they should have made that. Hindsight,
I could see a Vucevic from the Bulls going over to the Lakers too.
Going forward, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a center. He's a true center. I would say Nikola Vucevic. Yeah.
Vuce.
He plays for the Bulls. He's a true center. He's a true five. I wouldn't call him a rim protector neither, but he can block shots. The thing about most European centers is most of them are not shot blockers.
No.
They're all tall and big and lanky, but most of them are not shot blockers. But what they do is they alter shots. Like even the only person that I would say is a true shot blocker from Europe is Wemby. That's a true shot blocker. That dude is a rim protector.
Okay.
I mean, he's also 7'5", so it makes it a little unfair. But he's a rim protector though.
Well, is Serge Ibaka still playing?
He's out the league right now.
Wemby,
he blocks shots. He blocks shots.
Wemby is a good example.
I'm not saying that all. I'm just saying in general.
Right.
Vucevic, Pirtle, Jokic. Who's the kid that plays in Boston? Another China doll.
You talking about
what is that boy's name?
He actually played with the Mavericks.
He did, and they let him go because he's a China doll. Porzingis. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
Another 7'1", 7'2" guy, but not a real rim protector. But he'll alter your shot because he is 7 foot tall. And when you go to that rim, basketball is a lot of psyche. You know that, right? It's physical talent, and if you're physically talented, you're going to get far. But it's a mental game too. And when you go to that rim and you see somebody that's 7 foot tall and you're going to that rim, and you don't necessarily get scared, but it alters your perception of what you're going to do. Am I going to try to go around this dude?
It's like somebody threw a tree at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you think about it. You think about it before you go in there. So they don't necessarily block shots, but they definitely will alter your shot.
People don't realize, like I was telling you when I went to a basketball game, several, to see up close how tall these guys are. Could you imagine just in between trees? It's like being in between trees.
Well, that's like Rudy Gobert. I stand, like Rudy Gobert is one of those people that is a rim protector. So him and Wemby are pretty good at protecting the rim. He's a defensive player of the year for protecting the rim. And I get it. Like I said, I'm not saying that all European players aren't, are soft or anything like that. I'm not even implying that. I'm just saying that most centers that come out of Europe are not rim protectors. There are some, but most of them aren't. But they will alter their shot. They're more finesse players. They're more, they're more, what is it, like your typical basketball player. Like they're fundamental.
Right.
They're fundamental. Like Jokic necessarily protect the rim by blocking shots, but he does protect the rim by having active hands. This dude has the most steals of any center in the league right now. He has very active hands, and he can swat at the ball. He can steal the ball. He steals the ball on passes from guards going, trying to get into the pick and roll. He'll take the ball. But they're not rim protectors. I don't think your team necessarily needs a rim protector, just like the Nuggets don't necessarily need a rim protector.
We just need a center.
You just need a center, somebody that's going to be in there to alter shots.
We need a center because Jackson Hayes, he's cool, but he's not it. Jackson, no.
And that's another thing that does, like I said, I understand why AD was traded from the Lakers, but they traded for a power forward. Luka's kind of a guard.
No, he's a point guard,
He's
bro.
a guard,
He's 6'6".
But he's a power forward playing point guard. Kind of like LeBron used to do. You know what I'm saying? He's like a power forward, a point forward, like you said.
This guy right here is the most dynamic guard that we had.
Yeah.
Since guard Kobe, but since point guard Magic, because Magic was 6'9".
Yeah.
And he's 6'6.5".
Yeah.
At the point, he's listed as a point guard.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So,
I thought he was taller than that though.
No, he's 6'6.5".
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Luka was bigger than that.
Nah.
If he's only 6'6", then he should be a guard.
Yeah,
he's 6'7", but still, that's still a guard. That's a guard.
Yeah.
He's still out there. Looks like a point, like a power forward though. He doesn't look like Jordan or even Pippen. He looks like
he said even Pippen.
He out there looking like Grandma Moz. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he looks like to me out there running the point. Because he definitely don't look like most point guards. You know what I'm saying? Like most point guards are like 6'4" to 6'6".
Right.
And there's a slender to him like CP3.
Right. But he's bulky.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, SGA. That's what you think of when you think point guard. Yeah. Luka Doncic, you see him, it's like small forward, power forward, maybe the 2.
I don't know. That's a good.
But I thought he was more like 6'8", 6'9". But you're right. Magic Johnson played the point. 6'8", 6'9".
So I never seen. So this is pretty. I mean,
especially in the league right now. Back then, it wasn't positionless basketball.
Yeah,
it is kind of position. Like he could play 1 through 4, and even in small ball, could probably play the 5. I wouldn't do that, but he probably could.
I wouldn't do that,
but he probably could.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably could.
So, like I was saying, Lakers done it again. So there's a
they've got it. You're right now. They do got to get a center because I'm trying. Let me look up your roster here.
Yeah,
because I don't think you have a true center.
No, I just mentioned Jackson Hayes. I mean, that's it. I mean, we have a couple of G leaguers.
Hey, man, you might have to bring a couple of them brothers up.
Oh, no, I ain't trying to let them loose on the NBA stage right now. But
you might have to bring some. Oh, we forget they got Markieff Morris.
Okay, yeah, he's a power forward.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they got other pieces in that trade too.
Yeah, Sleva, it's Max Sleva. Mm-hmm. Markieff Morris was with him when they won the championship.
Maxi Cleaver.
Maxi Cleaver. Hey, that's it.
Yeah.
What did I say, Sleever?
Yeah. You said something. You didn't say that brother's name.
I'm sorry, Cleve. But yeah, Marquise was with him during the championship.
There's a Christian Coloco. I'm probably massacring my brother's name. Yeah,
the G leaguer. Yeah.
And then Trey Jamison.
Right, another G leaguer. Yeah, so I mean, you can bring them.
And then
up.
you got Bronny James.
Oh man, I think he'd be perfect. I think he'd be perfect. I think
at 6'2".
Yeah,
you gonna put him at the 5 with his dad?
You petty, bro. You
Come on, man. They can make it happen.
You jump on his shoulder and start playing.
Could you imagine him guarding like Jokic or Vucevic or somebody down there 6'2", this little
like a little fly. That was like
he's like you're like the buzzings of flies.
Joker just looked down at his little self and said, "Mini man."
Just holding by his
mini man, little
just be
man.
holding him by his forehead. fucking laying the ball over his head. Like
He's like, I don't know if your daddy approve of this, but I must stop you. I must stop you from defending me.
yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it still remains to be seen if this is going to be a blockbuster trade. But right now, it is a good trade. It's a good fit for the Lakers.
Well, going forward, this is a trade for next year and beyond.
Well, that's if Luka wants to be there. See, nobody's even asked. Luka was shocked. I know. I read another article last night, right after I sent you. Luka was
Everybody
shocked
was the whole
that he was traded because he was never leaving Dallas. So don't be shocked if he plays out this contract and then dips and doesn't pick up his player option. Do not be surprised. He has even said as much that he wants to play with Jokic, and I'm not saying that he's coming to Denver. Because I don't think Jokic is leaving anywhere, but he has said as much that he wants to play with Joker. So do not be shocked or surprised if he plays out this contract or pushes the Lakers to trade him. We'll see though. But you're right. The Lakers are thinking 10 years from now. They're thinking that this is their franchise player for the rest of his career.
So,
but that may not be in his plans, and they can't sign him to a max contract right now as of next year. But let's say he plays the entire season next year. The year after that, he will be eligible to re-sign. So they have to sign him this year. They have to extend his contract this year or next year before he gets eligible for the max contract.
Right.
So and I don't. Can the Lakers do that? Certainly, they certainly can.
I mean,
are they going to do that? We'll see.
I mean, like I said, he was like taken back by it. You know what I'm saying? The whole league was. Mm-hmm. Everybody. I was listening to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was talking like, wow. I still don't know.
I would have never traded Luka personally. I would have never traded Luka. I would have traded Kyrie and my entire bench and every draft pick before I got rid of my franchise player.
That's the franchise player. That's like,
right.
You don't. Who does that?
I would trade everybody and they mama on the Nuggets before I traded Jokic. Like, are you serious right now? I almost cussed.
I mean,
are you serious?
I mean, the Clippers wouldn't have did that. Like,
man. The Clippers kept their franchise player and every single time. They moved everybody else, but they do. And then foolishly to their, to them. But bottom line is that Luka is the man. He is the man. And yes, he is injury prone the last couple of years. But there's been concerns. There's been concerns about him coming in overweight. And that's one
of the main reasons why
he's living fat and happy, man. I ain't mad at him. Like he's gotten. I'm just saying, he's living fat and happy. He's been getting max contracts his entire career in the NBA.
I mean, the last 3 years he's been to a Western Conference Finals and an NBA Finals,
and fat on top of all of that. So But him not being in shape is the same reason why Joker wasn't getting the accolades that he was getting in the beginning of his career. Is Joker would come in out of shape. He wouldn't get into shape until about halfway through the season. The only difference is Joker wasn't getting a whole bunch of injuries, and Luka is.
Because of the weight.
No, it is. It is. Yeah. It is. That can't even be argued. That's a fact.
So he has to get with LeBron.
He does have to get in his
conditioning.
Shape.
Yep. That'll
if
work.
LeBron can get him to buy in,
he couldn't even get AD to. But I'm just saying,
if LeBron can get him, Luka and AD are not the same.
I know that
they are not the same. Mentality wise,
okay.
Size of body, gameplay, everything, they are not the same.
Okay.
But if LBJ can get him to buy in, then I could see Luka spending the rest of his career as a Laker. If they cannot get him to buy in, you could see Luka go to somewhere else in the West, maybe even in the East. Maybe to go play with Bogdanović. See, that's who the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets need to get Bogdanović and then wait to see what Luka's going to do in LA. Because that trio right there, along with like Jamal Murray, that takes so much pressure off of Jamal. Because you can move him to the 2, have Luka play the one. Bogdanovich can play the 3. Then you've got either MPJ or AG playing the 4.
Man, that's a lot of money, man.
Well,
That's a lot of money. I don't know if they can play all.
Bogdanovich isn't going to cost you very much.
I'm talking
MPJ
about those
and AG.
3. I'm talking about those big 3 right there.
Which one?
With the Joker, Jamal, and Donich.
Yeah, but the thing is
Not even
Jamal. I
MPJ.
think Jamal is playing on his last max contract. I love Jamal. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is his last max unless he can get an All-Star or at least All-NBA.
I'm still, when you told me that, I still didn't believe. I was like, he hasn't
The fact that he hasn't even been All-NBA, my dude.
not all.
No, I don't think he has. Let me double check, but I don't think he's been All-NBA.
That is amazing.
The fact
And he got to get a max deal.
he's gotten 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gotten 2.
Talking about cooking the system.
Yeah, exactly. Or working the system.
Shoot.
Nope, he was all rookie and he's an NBA champ. He's never been
That's it.
Never been an all NBA, never been a second team all NBA, never been an all-star.
No all defensive.
Nothing. The only thing is he was an all rookie. He was a first round 7th overall draft pick. That's it. And yes, I mean, he's had some phenomenal games. He's single-handedly was one of the major reasons why the Nuggets came back from down 3-1 in the bubble. It was his play. And I'm not knocking Jamal, so you know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite players in the league. I'm not knocking him. But the fact of the matter, facts are facts. Okay,
Facts over feelings.
Facts over feelings, and I tell you that all the time. Like you always be like, "Oh, you do that Homer stuff," and I'm like, "No," but I actually will be logical about some stuff. Like he literally has not earned a max contract in his career. He's gotten a max contract because the Denver Nuggets love him and Coach Malone trusts him, and when it's crunch time, he steps up and steps in. That's who he is. We can't knock him for that. But he's 7 years in the league and has never made an all-star. He has never made an all-NBA. He has never made an all-defensive team. Oof. He hasn't even made an all-steals, all-anything. He's just an NBA champ, and he was an all-rookie team. That's it. Those are the only accolades that he's had. He has raised his game to 3 points more than his career average this year. He's averaging about 20 points a game.
That sounds like a glorified role player.
Well, I mean,
that's what it sounds like.
I mean, I can't even argue with that. I want to get mad and be like, don't talk about my boy like that. But I mean, logically, that is the truth. He's a role player. But the fact of the matter is that when he plays that 2-man game with Jokic,
that's good.
You can't. It's bread and butter.
Yeah,
peanut butter jelly. Batman, Robin. I don't care what you want to call it. It is together. Even more so than the Russell Westbrook and Jokic connection. Like they do have a connection, but it's more or less they have that connection with any player on the court. Russell Westbrook and Jokic do. It doesn't matter what other 4 players you put them out there with. They're going to get them the ball. The only difference between Jokic and Westbrook is Jokic doesn't turn the ball over as much. He does turn it over, but he doesn't turn it over as much as Westbrook does. But with that said, Jamal Murray being on another team, probably if he had to be the man on another team, probably could. He could be the man. He could. Until he comes up against Anthony Edwards, who's bigger than him and gets into his head. And like I said, I love Jamal Murray. I have a Jamal jersey. It's not like I'm downing him or clowning him because I'm not. He's one of my favorite players in the league. The fact that he's 6'4" and plays the way that he plays and makes the shots that he makes and has I was about to say something very inappropriate, but the fortitude that he has, just like playing through injuries, all of those things that he does and still plays at a high level most of the time, inconsistent, but most of the time, makes him one of my favorite guards in the league because he's gritty, he's grimy, and he plays tough. But even with that said, the numbers don't lie. The numbers do not lie. I mean, he's a point guard that only shoots 36.2 from the 3-point line. Okay, he's also a point guard that is 46.1 from the field. Right, he should be above 50%. Right. If you're asking me, if he's an all-star, he'd be above 50% field goal and probably just shy of above 40% from the three-point line.
You think the coaches kind of like they took a note of all that stuff? That's probably why you think, he got snubbed.
I don't know if he did get snubbed. The problem is that he plays in the West. In the West, you have SGA, you have Seth Curry, you have Luka, but Luka's not even in consideration this year, right?
Right.
You have Kyrie Irving, you have De'Aaron Fox, you have Booker, you have now Beal. Who hasn't been playing at a high level, so I'm just throwing out all of these guards that are in the West that he is competing with. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, right? Yeah. He's competing with that guy. I'm trying to think of every guard in the West.
I'm just trying to think too. 'Cause I wouldn't say Chris Paul from San Antonio.
But at one point in time, he was competing with Chris Paul. Like, he's not now. This year, Chris Paul's not an all-star whatsoever. If he makes an all-star and Jamal Murray doesn't, I'll be pissed because that just no.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But do you get my point? Like, he's one of about 15 guards. I mean, even Austin Reeves, isn't he a guard or is he a forward for the Lakers?
He's a guard.
So, I mean, he's competing with him. He's competing with, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. There's a lot of great guards that come out of the West, and you have to be superb in every way. Yeah, he makes miraculous shots. He does all of these things, and, Jokic makes him look better than he is most of the time. But he hasn't made an all-star. He hasn't made an all-NBA. And he needs to make those things in order to justify his max contract, and he hasn't done those things.
Joker's, though, he make a lot of people look good.
Joker makes anybody look good.
He's a point center.
He's a point god, man. I know that's CP3's, but this dude is ahead of you. Some of the passes in the past 2 games where he's like literally not looking and throws it behind his head, and all of that stuff is just like,
well, it's rumblings coming out of Milwaukee for the Greek Freak saying that if the team don't make a move, he's really going to consider his future with the team.
Well, I ain't mad at that. I mean, they haven't really put anybody around him.
Don't you have Damian Lillard on your team?
Yeah, but Damian doesn't want to be there. I mean, he's playing like we've had this discussion before, and I've eaten crow and said, oh, his numbers have looked better, and his numbers have, maybe he does want to be there. But the fact is, if he's saying that, if Giannis is saying that, that means
he knows something. He knows something we don't know. Shoot.
He knows something that we see as fans. He's just like basically saying, yes, you guys are right. If they're not going to do what I need, trade this bastard away. If he doesn't want to play here, trade him away. Get me somebody who wants to be here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him. He wants to win championships. And Milwaukee, they're living fat and happy, kind of like Luka. They're like, they're living fat and happy. I've made the argument even that my Denver Nuggets the past 2 years have been kind of living high off the hog and fat and happy, including Jamal Murray. Jokic seems to be still focused, obviously, because he's having the best season of his career. And he seems to be getting better and better and better every season. And but it seems like some, especially the younger guys like P. Watt and except for Christian Braun. Brown is still playing hungry.
He know what's on the line though. You know what I'm saying? Joker right now, he's playing for his legacy.
He is.
So it's.
But I'm talking about the rest of the team is living kind of fat and happy, especially the ones that left. And I'm talking about the Bruce Browns, the Jeff Greens, the homeboy that just left to Orlando. Why can't I think of his name? KCP. I was brain farting on his name. My bad. But bottom line is that
I got you, Casey.
Hey, y'all traded him away, so I don't even know what you're talking about. You got him. Y'all traded him away.
I do. I don't know about the organization.
Right. He is a good player. I loved KCP when he was here. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying they were living fat and happy and wanted those dollars. And
they a perennial contender right now in Orlando, thanks to a little contribution to him.
Well, I don't know about that. He started off kind of slow this year. He's picked it up though, and Orlando is playing better, but they're not necessarily. Let's see where they're at right now.
But I told you, I was like, it's going to be some major trades going down. Didn't I tell you that?
Orlando's in the play-in right now, or in that play-in area.
Yeah, they're getting everybody back.
They're
though.
2 games under 500, and they're 2-8 in their last 10 games. So I don't know if
they're getting everybody back. I know what you're saying, but right now,
when everybody's playing, you're right. It'll get a little bit better, and they are a better team than their record says they are.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That Brazilian kid is pretty good. I can't remember.
Boncharo.
Yeah,
Boncharo.
And that Wagner kid.
I just like saying his name.
And
Wagner is out. Wagner is out. Or Wagner.
Wagner, not Wagner.
It's not Wagner.
It's Wagner.
It's Wagner.
You got to take that.
You got to put a little anger in your voice. Wagner.
I'm Franz Wagner. Let's say it like a German.
You got to say it like a German with a little anger in your voice. It's Wagner.
Yeah, I sound like Arnold.
It's Wagner. I play basketball.
Can't hold me. Can't hold me.
I'm not sure if that's racist or not, so I apologize.
I still can't use that for our show either, man.
I'm not sure if that's racist or not, so we apologize.
Finkelstein stuff.
We apologize.
I love German. German.
Yeah, German people are cool with me.
I like Bratwurst.
You like bratwurst? See, now you just digging deeper. Like that's like saying, I don't hate black people. I got one black friend. Like, don't say that. What are you doing?
People, I mentioned this.
What are you doing?
A cuisine.
What are you doing to us?
Cuisine.
Ranch.
I love ranch on my broth. For real. You just
digging.
We got to make that happen.
You just digging.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Vinny, you need to charge this man for everything. 25 cents for the ranch.
I can't even say shit.
Hey, man.
All right.
Ranch should be like air, free.
Nah, bruh. Everything costs money, bruh.
I'm gonna get imported ranch next month.
That sounds.
All right, we got a little bit of time. Let's
That sound fancy.
Let me see if I can stump Larry here.
Oh, trying to stump.
I've got some. Yeah, let me bring my computer over here so this man can't cheat like he be doing.
See if I get some music from him.
Okay.
What sport?
Basketball. These are all basketball players.
El basket.
All right. So this player drafted. Hold on. Let me get some info here.
Yeah, get that info.
Drafted first round, 9th overall pick, Hall of Fame player. Who am I?
It's a lot of.
I know.
I know. It's a lot of ninth. That's drafted.
Drafted first round, 9th pick overall, Hall of Famer.
John Stockton.
No, good guess though. That was a good guess.
No. Anything would be a good guess.
All right, so this player is a 7-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champion, and was 7-time All-NBA. Who am I? Hall of Famer, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champ, and was drafted in the first round, 9th overall pick. Who am I?
I don't know. Sean Kemp.
That's a good guess. The Rain Man is a good guess. Close, but no cigar.
I know.
All right, so this person also got a Most Improved Player in 2000 and the 2000 to 2001 season. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017. Who am I? Played 16 years in the league.
Ooh, now we're talking.
2-time scoring champ, Hall of Famer, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA. This is your last guess too, by the way. drafted overall, first round pick, 9th overall, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017, played 16 years in the league. Who am I?
Are you okay, dude?
Vinny talking smack without talking smack.
And you said NBA champion?
I didn't say NBA champion. And you can't be asking questions. This is how he be cheating. You see? See how he be cheating, ladies and gentlemen?
Reggie Miller.
Nope. No, but good guess. Good guess. All right. Also known as T-Mac or the Big Sleep.
Come on.
Tracy McGrady.
Come on. I mean, there's no way anybody could have got that.
I think so. Hall of Famer, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 2-time scoring champ, most improved player from in the 2000 to 2001 season, drafted first round, 9th pick overall, and inducted in 2017. Like, you couldn't get you didn't get it, but I'm just saying, if I would have said to the Toronto Raptors, would you have gotten it?
No.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say that.
You could have said, you could have gave a little hint like injury plagued.
You cold. That's cold. T-Mac, no disrespect. This dude.
That's because
You could have mentioned 3 teams. He played for 3 teams. You didn't have to mention what teams. You could have played for 3 teams, 2 teams.
I don't think that would have helped you. I honestly
Actually,
don't.
it would.
I don't think
it's
it
all
would.
different now.
All right. Next player. Also a basketball player.
Try to mention the teams.
I'm not mentioning no teams because that gives it away.
Don't mention a name. Just say the team. You know how many teams there are in the league?
All right. This player played for one team his entire career. Also a Hall of Fame player, 6-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. Who am I?
Reggie Miller.
Nope. This player is also a Finals MVP and was a part of his all-rookie team when he was his first year. He was a first-round pick, 28th overall. Who am I?
Oh, he was a 28th pick?
Mm-hmm. Drafted and played for one team his entire career.
And you said a Finals MVP? don't.
It's not what I did say he was a final MVP.
See? Okay.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Oh man. Shoot. Joe Dumars?
No, but good guess. Hall of Fame player, as I said, played 18 years in the league, inducted as a player in 2023. Who am I?
Ooh. Manu Ginobili?
Ooh, close. Close. You're getting warm. You've got one more guess. I'll give you a couple more hints here. 4-time NBA champ. And that's all I'm going to give you. 4-time NBA champ, because that should give it away. Because there's not too many people that are a Hall of Famer already inducted in 2023. 4-time NBA champ, a Finals MVP, a part of their rookie class, all rookie team.
But if I
4-time All NBA,
But-
drafted first round, 28th pick overall.
I kind of know who it is, but the thing is, it's like misleading for us, for us franchise. Because if you're talking Tony Parker, he didn't play his whole career with San Antonio. He played his last year with the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, well, it is Tony Parker.
It is. That's
and
what
I
I'm
did
saying.
not realize that he played his last year. I
yeah.
did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. The more you know. He didn't play very much.
No.
But he did play for that team 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was drafted and played for San Antonio his entire career. If you think about it, I mean, he played one season with Charlotte.
Yeah.
But hey, you still got it.
Yeah,
You still
but
got it
I had
with the
to-
same information that I gave you on Tracy McGrady. So, yeah, kick rocks with that. All right. So 1-1. He got Tony Parker, even though I had to give him the creme de la creme of
some misinformation too.
That's the game. All right. So we will see y'all next week, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On behalf of myself and the entire squad, thank you for watching. We will see y'all next week, 2 p.m. again, Mountain Standard Time. We are the Sportz Phenz. Come on by 4300 West Alameda. Come watch the show. Get you some barbecue. Say what's up to Vinny. Tell him we sent you. We will see y'all next week.
Luka.
Deuces.